It looks like we're on the patio, but we're really on the patio, but we're inspecting the water heater. This is the water heater temperature pressure relief valve drain line termination point, which is higher from the ground than 6 inches. They're not supposed to be higher from the ground than 6 inches. They're supposed to be between 3 and 6 inches from the ground. When the water comes out of that, it's coming out at about 200 psi. It's coming out at about 200 degrees, and if it's high like that, it can spray around and hurt somebody. We're inside the garage. We're saying that the home faces south, so this would be the southeast corner of the garage. It's a closet inside of the southeast corner of the garage. And what we have here is the water heater. This is what we're talking about. Okay, so where all the action starts, happens, whatever. And we got some issues. Yay, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to find stuff. I'm a looker. Alright, so this is our data plate. Well, we learned that the water heater was manufactured in 2005, so that makes it 16 years old. This is 2021, maybe 17, depending on if you're doing your Christmas shopping or not. So that's something to think about. Water heaters last about 10. They last about 10. Coming up here. Okay, you see the fresh air vent right there? It's got the vent on it. At one time that was required. Now it's required to be open, kind of like that. Okay, but see that opening around there? That's not supposed to be so big around the flue. I know, it's kind of ironic. It's supposed to be open here and not open there. Our flue stack isn't connected very well, is it? Sure not. I'll try and put that back, but I'm not going to try too hard. We got corrosion on our fittings. Got corrosion on our fittings, no doubt. Alright, that's the electric bonding right there. Can I get a good look at the valve? Wonder how that looks. Alright. You want to replace the valve anyway. We do not have our escutcheon plates. These water supply lines come into the tank. They're supposed to be insulated, and of course that flue is supposed to be connected to the vent hood. Temperature pressure relief drain line valve, okay, they're supposed to be replaced every 3 years. A lot of home inspectors say that flexible drains are not approved, and that's not true. That's simply not true. But what is not approved is the fact that we have threads that are threaded connections on your drain line. That's not approved. You should have insulation. Also, your drain line should never make a trap. It should go straight on out. Okay, we need a care and use manual. I'm not seeing one of those. And then this gray plastic, 16 years ago this was not legal. This wasn't replaced the last time it was replaced. The water heater was replaced. So, you know, this flex, it's got a bad reputation for blowing up and stuff. So you kind of want to replace this. That's a safety issue. We've got electronic ignition, which means we're not going to see the burner compartment, but good luck with that. Did I say it was 50 gallons? I did, but since it's 16 years old, I don't know if you're going to get 16 gallons worth of hot water. You know, it'd be reasonable to assume that there's a lot of scale and buildup inside of there. And we do not have a safety pan. Alright, we should have a safety pan and a drain line. So what did we learn? We learned that we got a hole around our flue. We learned that our flue is not connected to the cap. We learned that we're missing insulation on the water supply lines, and we learned that the flue is not connected to the cap. Alright? Okay, we also learned there's no insulation on the temperature pressure relief valve, and that it's got threaded fittings, and that it makes a trap, and that it discharges higher from the ground than 6 inches, and that we do not have a care and use manual. We have the wrong kind of gas supply line that does not have a sediment trap. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. It does not have a sediment trap, and it does not have a safety pan and drain line. That's what we learned. That's the water heater today. Want to put a bonus round in here? Later.